Silvester on. How are you, Silvia?
Hi, good, thank you, and thanks for having me.
You're welcome. It's been a long time since we saw each other studying with you. What have you been doing since you finished your studies?
Indeed, look, it's been a bit of a roller coaster for sure. I've been actually working on a track. In specific, this year I've been motivated by putting out a bit of an EDM, which is a bit new to me. Well, not new, but in a sense of trying to combine elements from songs that I've written, but I always felt, they actually got a bit of a EDM feel, or they could work well. So yeah, that's been going well, and so I'm working on a track at the moment that originally I wrote it as a jazz song. It's called High Heels, Red Lips,
Hmm.
and hopefully it will turn into a drum and bass track, or that's the aim.
Mm. No, that's amazing. I've recently published my work in 2020. I started with Death and Life, and I've, been a composer since then, gone with YouTube and as well podcasting and started my company, Shiels Productions. So that's always good that you're doing something that's, makes a positive change out there, I guess.
Absolutely, and congratulations. That's a lot of stuff you've done
Mm,
since I last saw you, that's for sure.
mm, no, that's
um,
cool. And how did you cope with the 2020 pandemic yourself?
Look, I don't think, at first, I don't think it was that good, to be honest. You know, as much as I love my privacy and, I love being alone and I love doing my music in my room, you would know how to relate to that. I do like that. But once, I do have my work aside as well. So once you have to do your work from home, um, yeah, I did feel it's not for me. So it's something that I discovered that, I'd like to keep certain things separate.
Mm,
And so I was pretty eager to go back to my usual routine, work from somewhere else and outside of my bedroom where I create my music.
mm,
And yeah, I was very happy when things got back to a little bit normal.
mm,
And so, but on the other side, all this, I'm saying that, but I kind of needed 2020 to happen, um, for many reasons. I mean, for songwriting in specific, I felt motivated. It's almost there is a bit of a truth when they say you kind of need a bit of a, not a disaster, but you need things to happen around you to be able to write meaningful words, meaningful lyrics. And
mm,
so, yeah, it's been fruitful for writing songs actually. So that's been a plus. I guess, yeah.
no, that's it. I mean, I suppose 2020 had some positive experiences out of that too, as well. And I don't know. It was just a weird year last year, Sylvia.
Look, it really has. It really has. Like I said, it definitely shaken me up. And I felt a bit off because every time I spoke to somebody about it, they were all like, "Oh, I'm loving it. I'm loving working from home," and I kind of felt a bit of a, left field. I was like, "Well, I'm really not. I am not. I'm not enjoying it. And I really can't wait for things to
Mm,
go back to, to a little bit normal." And I straight away was feeling better as I could see a bit of a light at the end of the tunnel, if you know what I mean.
mm,
So that unknown was interesting, to be in an unknown, and I guess it certainly tested me. How will I behave in that situation? Because I've never been in a situation like that. So the unknown was, yeah, it was a bit
mm.
scary. How do you feel about that?
Well, I took it as an opportunity to just start something new, I guess, um, and just not let media put fear into me. Just go for it. Because when I finished my degree, Sylvia, I didn't touch any instrument for 2 years. I just got, fed up with it. and I wanted to go and take up another career.
Oh,
Uh,
wow.
and then I thought, all right, no one's going to employ me to get a 9 to 5 job. I wanted to be an employee actually, and then I just thought I will
Right.
start my company.
Good on you.
Mm.
That's, you know, I mean, what's the word for it? Ballsy. Good on you. And look, it's working, right? Or it's,
Hmm.
baby steps. But I think it's, at least you're doing something that you enjoy doing, and there is really um, there's nothing better than that. It's food for the soul. So really, at least you go to bed knowing that it's been a good day.
Mm. No, it's the first time in my life, Sylvia. I look forward to getting up on a Monday morning. I don't know why. I just feel better.
Yeah, you see, like I said, food for the soul. That's
Mm.
why you're doing something you love doing, and you can't put a price on that. That's priceless for sure.
Mm.
And yeah, so you've been enjoying doing that,
I
obviously.
do.
You're looking
As you can
forward to
see,
Mondays.
yeah, that's the company logo behind you.
I love it. Well done. No, it's great. It's
Mm.
really, really good. Looks good. Looks great.
Uh,
Did you design it yourself or?
yeah, so I did all the graphic designing myself
Mm-hmm.
for it. All my album artworks I've done myself as well. Um,
Fantastic.
I
Mm.
use Canva, which is
Wow,
pretty
good.
cool.
Well, look, well, in these days, it's not really about sometimes having less tools is probably the way to go. Sometimes being creativity comes many ways. You don't need to have everything to create something. In fact, I think limitations are good also to put or to have, because then you gotta do things with what you have.
Mm.
How do you feel about that?
Very good and excited, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, I see a vision with Shields Productions, because writing music for the movies and the video games as well, and television too. You know.
Beautiful.
So yeah, and since are you publishing any of your work?
Well, that would be the aim. I guess this year, really, I need to tighten up, you know, some of the tracks that they are there. They've been there. I guess I've got so many of them. Just really, I guess it's those stages where you just gotta, okay, right, I gotta really just put them together, polish them up, really, uh, I guess just get into the mastering process. That will be the aim.
Mm.
So yeah, hopefully when next time we speak, I will have them all, or at least one to start with, and then four would be the ideal, yeah, for this year if I could finish them. Mm.
And do you do your own mastering yourself?
Look, I got a bit of idea. I would probably give this to somebody who does this, or at least got a bit more experience. I do have a bit of an idea. I've done that before, but it's been a long time. So I guess that part I would leave maybe to someone else. Yeah.
Mm. 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 And what style of music are you writing at the moment?
Well, that's what I mean. It's been a bit of a change. This year has been last year was, like I said, it was mostly doing it either playing a bass inspired, and I would write a song. So mostly using real instruments. This year, actually putting those tracks into electronic dance music, which is interesting. Didn't think it just came out of nowhere, really. But yeah, why not?
Mm. That's so cool. And what
Mm.
else are you doing beside music yourself?
Well, look, what else am I doing? I have a job as well, which I love. I have a pretty good job, I have to say. I sell high jewelry, and so uh, surrounded by beautiful diamonds and the best gemstones around the world. And look, it's been great. I love every minute of it, and so that's inspiring too. It's a bit of a nice balance to have, you know. Come home, then you write your music, but then you go to another place where it's cool, you know. It's good. It's been
Mm.
good.
And selling jewelry as well. How did you end up working? Are you a jeweler? Are you?
No, not at all. You know, I always had this passion. I remember as a little child, I guess my parents started this trend, really. My mom when I was as a little girl, she always used to let me choose little, you know, little gemstones and choose my own rings, choose my own jewelry. And so it's sort of always been at the back of my mind, something I never really planned that I will do. Um, Till one day, I came across this picture and of a particular jeweler in town, and their name is Kenturi Jewels. And I saw the cubism ring, and that was it. I was so determined that I will wait no matter how long I have to get this job, um, because that design to me was everything, everything. You know, I just admire about jewelry and design. Yeah.
Mm,
So
that's pretty
it's
cool.
something I haven't planned, but you know, it was a love at first sight, really.
Mm,
And I've been there 6 years, and you know, it has been ever since, and it's been wonderful,
mm.
absolutely wonderful.
No, that's so cool because I like jewelry myself. I've even heard of Rolex watches, and they're so expensive. And people
Yes.
pay thousands of dollars for a watch. Myself, my watch is only worth $300, but it actually fits and it's comfortable.
And it,
What?
and most important, it works. Yes.
Yeah. Why would
Can you
people?
rely on it?
Yeah. Why
Awesome.
would people pay like thousands of dollars for a watch or jewelry?
Well, look, I can relate. I mean, if you can, you know, if you can, look, there is definitely, once you have a closer look, there is a master. There is definitely a lot of work that gets put into these creations. So I guess to understand the deeper side of the design and all the beautiful materials that they use, you know,
Mm,
there's a long way. I mean, I don't know as much about the watches, but certainly I do about jewelry. And there's a long way from point A to Z, you
mm,
know, till they finish it.
mm,
Just, I mean, I would assume Rolex uses beautiful diamonds as well. So, you know, just that alone, I mean, imagine getting the diamonds from the mine, from the raw stage all the way to the finished product. That's a lot of work, you know,
mm,
just to cut that diamond alone. So, um, yeah, I understand it's beautiful. You know, there is this beautiful things around us. That's why life is so great. There's so many beautiful things around us. You know, that we create as humans, including music, including
mm,
jewelry. You know, watches. All of these things. You know, take time to make. Yeah.
mm. No, exactly, because I've seen like tag watches as well in the
Mm.
city. But see, on what circumstances would you be wearing those things? Well, I wouldn't be wearing them in public. No way.
Yeah, you're right. Like you won't wear it day to day. I mean, unless you've got a job that you could, you know, unless you are a celebrity or a rock star, and you know,
Mm,
you basically keep private and you jump from a limo to a limo, then you certainly can, you know.
mm,
Uh, yeah, I mean, Australia may be okay, but there are certainly places around the world that you would not want to, you know, you would not want to walk around with a $250,000 watch on your wrist.
See, what happens if you start sweating, Sylvia? Because I'm not a jewelry expert. And it
Yeah.
rains. No, seriously, and it rains. Like today it was raining and you get
Yes.
water on it. Is that going to damage it?
You mean the jewelry? No, it's not going to damage it.
Mm,
Absolutely not. Look, think of it this way: those beautiful gemstones, they came from Mother Earth. Mother
mm,
Earth produced them, you know. So this is nothing wrong with that, you know. A bit of a water is good. It's going to wash away
mm,
all the dust and bit of a pollution. It's so good.
mm. What's the difference? Because I've always worn stainless steel because it doesn't rust. What's the difference between stainless steel and like a, I don't know, a Rolex or a Tag watch?
Oh my goodness, Stephen, maybe we need to call mated Rolex. I'm not a Rolex expert here.
Mm.
You can ask
You-
me about gemstones.
You're the jeweler. I don't know.
No. I do know about jewelry, but not watches. Watches another. I'd love to
Oh,
know a bit more. Watches is another whole kettle of fish. It's a bit like music and movies, you know. Yeah, related, but very different, isn't it?
mm,
You may know about one, maybe not so much about the other.
mm. No, that's so
Yeah,
cool. That's really awesome. No, you never know. I may end up wearing a Tag watch one day. One day.
yeah. I think probably sooner than you think. Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. And like anyway, like speaking of that, like you got so much equipment now out there, like microphones, and instance. Apparently, I don't know, people have paid thousands of dollars just for a microphone in the studio. And what about equipment for you? What do you use?
Look, I've got a very simple but very fun setup. I really enjoy my setup here. I use Studio Live,
Mm,
and so I've got a little console as well here. That's also Studio Live. Absolutely love the program. I think actually the person who introduced me this program was the first person I know in Sydney that's been working on Studio Live, and his name is Steve Clisby. He's an amazing musician, and I just thought I have never seen a more friendlier platform. It's just
mm,
easy to navigate. You just jump in and just does it all. Like really, you don't all the little pitfalls that used to have before with other platforms. They just seem to be sorted with Studio One. Yeah,
mm,
love it. So it's all that, and then I've got what else? I've got my lap. I've got my computer. I've got a few keyboards, and yeah, I've got actually a few microphones. Um, and because you mentioned microphones,
mm.
well, wow. So there you go. In what way? What do you find better?
There's just more alternatives available with Logic.
Hmm. Well, there you go. I'm similar to myself. I mean, I've been on Logic for many years till I've been introduced to Studio Live, and then my whole world exploded. I mean, I love all the platforms. There's no right or wrong, really. It's what works for you. What do you find user friendly? For yourself. And yeah, but I feel similar to you that it just seems to be, easier.
Mm. Well, that's what you want. You want to make life easier for yourself as a musician, anyway.
100%. And that is so true. Unless you've got a setup it doesn't have to be complicated. Like I said, simple. But you gotta be at any point able to just switch on that computer, have your microphone set up, just a little console ready to press that button because sometimes you've got that melody in your head and you just really wanna just really feel like doing it then and there. But if you're gonna start setting it all up, not working, then you frustrate yourself with the whole process. It all goes, the whole the whole creativity goes out the window.
Mm.
um yeah, I guess no, yeah, musicians, I guess we don't really want to deal with all those things. You just want to press that record button and let's go, let's do this.
Exactly. And technology's changed so much, Sylvia. Like, getting all these AirPods coming out with Apple. I tried a pair of AirPods, they kept falling out.
Oh my goodness, I gotta tell you a story actually. It's so true. So Christmas comes, here we go. I got a pair of beautiful, mind you, I've got them in my ear, and they are the pros, and I have to say they're amazing. But happened to be, I also bought a pair, and they are the Sennheisers.
Mm.
And I was 100% sure. I was like, this is just not right. Why are they not? They just felt like they're not sitting properly, and I couldn't hear the bass, which I thought that's just not right. I mean, if I can't hear a bass in the headphones, we've got an issue. So this whole time, I feel really, really silly. Actually, I should have read the manual. I just really had to just turn them around the right way so they actually sit in properly and they won't fall out.
Mm.
But yes, so that's my story with the Sennheisers, and yes, certainly can hear the bass. No problems there anymore. But yeah, I was frustrated. I was like, come on, this should work. This should work.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I preferred wired headphones. I'm old fashioned.
Look, absolutely. They definitely, me too. But, there are times when you're on the go, you're on the road, you're on a train, and truly, space, you may not want to necessarily carry a big set of headphones with you. So they become really handy because you can put them in your pocket and it's great.
I'm what am I? I'm one of these people.
Oh wow, okay, cool. Hey, don't take me wrong. I do. I'm an old school soul. So I do like those. But
they're Bluetooth as well.
Ah, nice.
Nah, so
Good.
technology's changing all the time too. You've got to be mindful of that.
Oh my gosh, tell me about it. Right now, I have a dilemma with my computer. It really needs a change. But then also the studio, talking about Studio One, also is not up to date yet with the latest technology of the computer. So now I'm in this waiting period. So I can't really change the computer. Well, I mean I can, but the new program is not ready yet. So I have to wait till this all gets played out, the timing. So at the moment, yeah, definitely due for a new computer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, Apple's always updating their software all the time.
My goodness, yes.
It's crazy.
It's crazy. We love Apple, but yes, it can get frustrated. Because you need to align everything, right? You need to align all your software to make sure that it's going to work.
But other than music, what else are you doing with yourself?
Other than music, what else am I doing? Oh my gosh. Look, it's been busy, working pretty much full time. And like I said, in my free time, I will do the writing whenever I can, whenever I can just pick up or whenever I can just play the instrument. It's nice. I've been given a beautiful ukulele for Christmas, and I'm a big fan. It's a lovely maiden, and oh my goodness, it is sounding so nice that just all I want to do is just play this thing. And it's nice to pick up different instruments, Yeah, so it inspired me. I went to see the expo down at the Powerhouse Museum. They've got the Maton guitars there, and oh gosh, it's a beautiful Australian brand. They make some lovely, lovely guitars. So yeah, look, I try to find inspiration wherever I go. Really, whether it's anything musical, really, or books even. It's nice to, mind you, I haven't been really reading much lately. Just don't seem to get a chance. Whenever I do pick up the instrument instead. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been listening to more audio books lately, Silvia.
Oh wow! How do you find that? That's interesting.
Yeah, I've got Audible, so that's where I'm listening.
Oh, okay.
As you know, my podcast, I like to talk about a lot of topics as well. So I have a huge interest in history. Some politics I'm interested in as well. Yeah.
Let's not get into that. I'm laughing already.
I'm glad you are. You should
Yeah,
check
yeah.
out. You should check out the episode with me and David Lewis on YouTube and the audio.
I absolutely will. I love David to start with, so I will be sure to check it out. He's
You'll have a lot.
definitely one of the best, the most inspiring for sure. I miss David. Yeah, miss David.
So,
He's amazing.
are you still in Sydney? Are you?
Yes, yes, I am in Sydney.
Me too.
Whereabouts are you?
I'm in
Sydney
Bringelly.
or? Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Not sure. Which is that? West.
Yeah, that's like Western Sydney.
Right, right, right.
So
Okay.
that's where I am.
Nice,
No, yeah.
nice one.
And are you planning? You're going to stay in Australia? Are you?
Oh yeah, look, I've been here since 2000.
2000. Wow.
Yeah, I've been living here all my life now. Australia is my yeah,
Mm.
is my home. I call Australia home. Yeah, definitely staying.
Do you plan to have any travels in the future, or what are you looking at doing?
Look, I love my travel, but I mean, would be nice. I don't think anybody's traveling anytime soon, so so I'm just gonna focus on what's happening at the moment, and there's beautiful places around Australia to travel to. So I think we are good. We are stuck on a good island,
Mm.
which is really, I'm grateful for that. I'm very, very happy for that.
Mm.
So no, but I do look forward to it. A nice trip to Thailand soon would be lovely,
Mm.
and to Europe to see my family. Most important, I'm really, keen to see them. Um, but yeah, other than that, I think I'm staying here and just gonna focus on the now. Yeah.
Mm. No, that's so cool. I'm hoping to travel in the future myself. I've got a lot of places I want to go to.
Oh, really? What's your number one to go? Number one
Canada.
on the list. What's Canada?
Mm.
Wow. Are you going there in the winter?
I want to go in the winter because I'm a winter person. I don't like summer.
Oh my goodness. Oh wow. There you go.
Probably
Try
my.
to convince me. Try to convince me. I'm from a winter country, but I tell you what, I love summer.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me 30 degrees and I'm a happy chappy.
You should go to the Northern Territory. You'll feel the heat up there. It's very hot.
Yeah, that's maybe pushing it a little bit. I thought that I loved that till one day I think one of my Emirates planes was somehow rescheduled, and so it was flying for Darwin, and I had to stop. And they had this tiny little balcony, and it was a smoker's balcony. But I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go outside. So I went outside. I don't smoke, but I went outside, and oh my goodness, it, it's nothing like what I have experienced. It was hot, so that's a little bit pushing it for me. That is hot.
You don't need to go to Singapore or Thailand. Go to Darwin.
Go to Darwin. Nice.
No, so I went there for a week. I drank a lot of beer up there because it gets very hot. But you get those tourists, Sylvia. There's some tourists from Europe, and they're wearing a jumper.
Oh, a jumper?
Yeah.
Darwin?
Yeah, I'm serious.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
I'd go in the dry season.
Yeah, good. Okay, so Canada it is. When do you see yourself? What do you think? Should we put a date to it?
Maybe 5 years once the
5
pandemic
years.
is up.
Yeah, I think that sounds about right. Yeah.
Mm.
By then things should be definitely back to normal.
I hope so.
Yeah.
You should listen to my show. We talk a lot of 2020.
Wow, a lot of 2020.
Nah, I think by the time I hit 50, 60 years old, I'm going to look back on 2020 and go, this was the weirdest year of my life.
It is. Somehow it does feel like a bit of a movie, isn't it? Every day I wake up and I have to pinch myself and go, is this really happening? Or It's
Mm,
just, it's just happening. But it is happening. So yeah, yeah. I don't know. Yeah,
mm, mm.
it's
No,
definitely.
and there's other countries too, like Switzerland, Germany, France, all around Europe. I'd like to go
Mm,
to Thailand.
yeah, that would be nice, isn't it? You
Mm.
can do the whole Europe tour.
Do you know how I would want to fly business
How?
class return all the time?
Oh, well, once you try business class, you don't want to go. Oh my goodness, you don't want to go any other than business class. Let me tell you, especially when you go to Europe. I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that. Look, I think I just figured this out. Apple needs to design special ones for me because I laugh so much that somehow my cheeks push them out and they fall out.
Well,
Okay,
I
so they
can't.
need.
I tried eating a sandwich with AirPods and they kept falling out.
Oh my gosh, they never keep falling out. Yeah.
You've been playing with them the whole time. Proves they need to fix them up.
Oh my goodness. Hey, I love them. I'm wearing them. But yes, okay, fair enough. They are falling out.
Uh, so that's the whole thing with travel as well. I mean, concerts too. I'd like to go back and see live music sometime.
Oh, I really miss that. I
Mm.
so miss that. So that is definitely, inspiration number one. When you see a good concert, it can just get you keep going for so long. It really is. Yeah, I think going to see a gig is something that everybody should do
Mm.
quite a lot, actually,
Mm.
quite a lot. It really, it's uplifting, it's motivating. Um, yeah, and you get to let your hair down, as they say.
Have you ever been in a mosh pit, Sylvia?
uh, yeah, when I was younger, for sure. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, other than that, but no, I'm just happy from whichever point I can enjoy it from.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
I have. It was fun.
And
It
how
was
was it?
fun.
Yeah, yeah. What did you do? What did you get up to in the morning?
I was running around like a chicken, and there was all smoking people. And I was coughing my lungs up, and the sound guy was laughing.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Yeah, I was
See,
16 at the time.
see, I'd like to always hang around the sound guys. That was my spot.
Yeah.
Not necessarily the guys. I just love the console.
Mm.
So, yeah, that would be my spot. I'd love to just hang around there and just have a look at what they do. Yeah.
You're not gonna
That
go and
that.
play. You're not gonna go and play with the button and touch things you're not supposed to, and turn it up loud and loud and loud and.
Don't worry. I'm sure somebody will tell us from the stage very quickly.
Yeah, speaking of that, I went to see Hans Zimmer in Sydney, and all the time it was just turning it all the time, pushing the volume up, and you could hear. I swear you could hear it from outside of the arena.
Really? What
Yeah,
was it? Just the vocal, or like just the master fader keep getting pushed? Like which one are you
I
talking?
think it was the volume or master fade, but it was like so cool, Sylvia. It was like you're in a movie.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow. So you did like it?
I did. But there's
Okay.
one band I've been wanting to see all the time is because I like Metallica. They're cool.
Ah.
Um,
Wow. Nice.
so I hope they can come back to Sydney, but I don't know what's going to happen. They're getting old.
Yeah, but, they're getting old, but they still got it. Don't worry. Listen to you, they're getting old.
They,
I think
nah,
they will still give you a ride. Let me tell you.
no, they will. No, they will. Yeah, but Guns N' Roses too. I don't know what's happened since Slash is not there. It's just not the same.
Slash really is. What a great band that was, wasn't it? Just
Mm.
the original setup. That was just Oh my goodness. Yeah, Guns N' Roses. Axel. I had a crush on Axel when I was young, you know? He certainly stole a lot of hearts around the world. So yeah. um yeah, he's not there anymore, which doesn't really makes it, but they're still good. I saw them, I think, when were they here last time? Was it 3, 4 years ago?
Yeah, I
Something
think
like
they
that.
played at ANZ Stadium.
Yeah, look, it was good. It was good. It was very good, actually.
Mm. Nah, Slash
Mm.
is good. Good to watch,
Oh, amazing.
you know. But yeah, no, music's changed a lot too throughout the years as well. Linkin Park's not playing anymore. That sucks.
Yeah, it's changing. Do you think it's gonna change because of the limited um to performance?
I
Oh yeah,
think
what?
so.
Surely, surely it's going to put some, maybe for the good. Who knows? I don't
Mm,
know. It's gonna go somewhere for sure.
mm,
Like I said, because we are limited, we will come up with new things. So it will have something positive as well.
mm. Oh, it should. I mean, from a negative comes a positive, I guess.
So true. So
Mm.
true. Yeah.
But other than that, nah, things are going well, and I hope things are going well for you as well.
Thank you. Thank you.
And yeah, hopefully you publish your work out there,
That's the aim.
which would be good. But yeah, no, look, thanks for coming on the show today, Sylvia.
Oh, look, it's always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. And thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome. And yeah, where can people find you on social media, Sylvia?
Oh my goodness. Not social media yet. I think, I know I don't want to really launch into this at the moment because I know social media is important, but I just really want to finish first a few things and
Yeah.
then probably we'll launch into that. Yeah. Otherwise, it's too much. It's just,
Mm,
then I'm just grabbing then bit here, bit there. Let's just finish these tracks and then we can focus on the social media.
mm, that would be
Yeah,
so cool.
yeah.